So, time to explain the green light. God, I actually made it on accident. Basically, I was sat at my piano one night, and I remember I literally was just going like playing around in F major, and should we turn this up? Yeah, right. And I'm not kidding. I literally just went and the notes that I just so happened to play were, and then it just alarm bells were ringing in my head, and I was thinking, oh my god, that sounds like something. As in, like, not that sounds like something, like another song, like that sounds like something, like. But eventually I had the chords of da 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 da, and I just kind of stared at the piano for like 5 minutes, and I had a, oh my god, what have I just written? It was like that kind of moment, like I was very happy with it. And I had no idea where to take it, and I think I still want the full song, because obviously I'm viewing any releases I do as like the release before an actual release, you know what I mean? I think I'd want that song to be a cappella. I think about like When the Party's Over. I always use Billy's first album as like my reference point, because I think it's it's an incredible album, 2, it's an incredible pop album, and 3, it has incredible production. The one thing it's missing is the story, which is the one thing that I really want to add into my album. But you know, he wrote that song on piano, and then they went, okay, now that we have the foundation down, what do we do with it? And I feel a little bit like that with this song, just because of the fluidity of the harmony, the movement in it, the whole, I don't stay on one chord for long at all. And I think I could really work that. Like, imagine it's like well, just think of it like the Jersey When the Party's Over. That could be interesting. Maybe it should be like a duet as well. I have no idea. But yeah, I knew that I found something, and then I was thinking, well, what do I call it? And the name The Greenlight, you're not gonna believe this either, but the name The Greenlight only came about because of I don't know what to call it, a belief, a teaching, an idea, a philosophy that I have with being creative. It's called, like, I've named it like 100 different things, but it's to do with the idea of serendipity, like something being unexpectedly good, even though you weren't, you know, like saying yes to that one thing that you didn't really think anything of, and then that one thing turned out to be the domino effect for 3 years down the line. You're a different person, you're thinking, damn, can't believe that. So all I mean is that I really struggle with creating, but I'm really good at moulding. Like, I'm very good at, if someone says, can you help me with my song, I will be very good at helping them. But if someone said, can you write me a song, I'd go, oh shit. And to try and not get myself into a rut when I'm making my own work, which is creating out of nothing, I've kind of adopted this mindset almost that I already have the song written in my head, and my job isn't to create it, it's to unlock it, it's to find it. So when I think like that, there's a certain swagger and confidence to how much I trust my intuition. And one time I was walking through my town centre, and I saw this like telephone box, and it was on a main street on one of the, it was like literally just off the path on one of the main streets in town, and I've lived here my whole life and I've never seen it. And I was thinking, how have I never seen that? And then my intuition said, go and shoot a video of you. And I shot like a demo video, and I had like a demo piano, and I put the piano over the video, and I was thinking, okay, that's going to be the music video. And then there was a green light in the telephone box. If you watch that video back, there's like this little green light in it, and I was like, the green light. That was really how everything started, and I didn't have any lyrics, and it was just called, oh, this piano was the green light. And then like 3 weeks later, like the end of March, was when I was thinking about, okay, I need to start writing this, I want to get it out. What's the lyrics about? What's the theme about? What's the song about? Thematically, lyrically, what is it actually about? What is it? Why is this piano so, why is the harmony so emotional? What do I have to do about it? What do I do with it? I really did get worked up. I have like let me get my little book. So this little book is like my pride and joy. I recommend all songwriters or creatives get one. And I basically just jot down anything and everything that's come. So this is the 30th of March. It says, the green light, the battle between idealism and realism. Oh, let's talk about the line. Is it mostly heroes? Right. This is a waffle, I'm sorry. I have so much to talk about. Mostly Heroes is a book that my brother gave me. Let me go and get it. Where are you? There it is. Nope, it's not even Mostly Heroes. It's Mostly Hero by Anna Burns, right? It's a really interesting story. But the phrase mostly hero was interesting to me. And I remember one time I wrote down mostly heroes. Sometimes I write weird phrases because I always try to keep the ball rolling with what's an interesting thing that I could name this song that's unconventionally conventional, which is, I'll link the video here, for my mindset on lyrics, things like that. And I didn't like the name Mostly Heroes by itself, and I originally had the name as Mostly Heroes Across the Pond. That was what I had. And then I realised that that either sounds like I am glorifying or vilifying Americans, and I don't really want to do either. So I had to change the last word. It was Mostly Heroes Across the... And I was like, oh, road. That rhymes. Hero, road. Kind of. It's almost the same word. And then I started writing a song that was going to be called Mostly Heroes Across the Road, and it went... Are there mostly heroes across the road? Full of laws in your... Full of noises in hopes for all things. I'd written that like the day before, or I think I might have written it like the same day as this. Not joining the dots, so they should be the same thing. And I didn't really know what the phrase meant too well. I just liked how it was this, and I was like, okay, well, let's elaborate and let's kind of build from that. And then it was this everything like, oh shit moment came together. I was walking, I go for late night walks every night to listen to music and kind of disassociate. And I was listening to the instrumental, and I just started going, and I was thinking, oh my god, it works, they go together. I was like, oh shit, I got my chorus. Okay, so what does Mostly Heroes actually mean? And so that was supposed to be what this video is, this like extra bits about, but I waffle a lot. Basically, so what I mean is, when I say it's the battle between idealism and realism, what the song speaks about is this thing that I've been going through a lot recently of constantly imagining what my life would look like if I did that one thing. Because obviously my end goal here is to be financially independent, being creative for a living. Okay, I don't really care about money too much. I just need enough that I don't have to do anything else but be creative. For companies like, oh, can you write piano pieces for us? I'll go, fuck yeah, all right, cool. You know what I mean? So obviously I've imagined the Jersey being known by people over and over and over again, and it can get to the point of it builds up such a fire in you that you think, well, I need to actually take action. And the thing with taking action is you're going to get hurt, because you realise even once you've taken the action, you don't get the thing, which hurts a lot. So that's why the phrase is it mostly heroes instead of are there mostly heroes? Because when you ask if something is something, you're speaking about a feeling or a perception or a colour. So you would say, are there sausage rolls? Is it nice? Sausage roll is a thing, nice is a feeling. So the reason I'm saying is it mostly heroes is that I'm not elaborating further past this figurative, flimsy thought. That would be nice. I'm not going past that and pushing into taking real action, because if I do, I know I'm going to get hurt. So I don't cross the line from is it to are there. And that's waiting for the green light. Staying in your little comfort zone, imagining, oh, that would be nice, waiting for the green light, knowing it's never going to come if you just maintain this battle of idealism versus realism. Because it's hard how to reach your idealistic goals. You have to be realistic. That seems so counterintuitive. That's like solving a paradox with emotion. It doesn't work, and yet it's the only way forward, and that's why it's so hard. And that's why this YouTube shit hurts. I struggle with it a lot, like a lot. I keep uploading because I'm thinking, well, I've started now, the fuck else do I do? But this shit can hurt. Oh, how about the big bridge bit? Hold a mirror to his blind spot. Of course he hates himself, because it means when time doesn't stop, he's got an excuse when he fails. If you hate yourself and then you fail, you always have that little safety blanket of, yeah, but obviously I was going to fail because I'm not in tune with myself. Whereas if you are loving yourself and then you fail, you go, well, I'm just shit then. And that's why so many people are scared to almost love themselves, because it means if they still fail, then they are a failure in their eyes. So instead of taking that leap, as I said, you kind of sit back in this idealistic comfort cloud fantasy, glass wall I call it in the song, waiting for the green light. There you go. I hope that was a little bit interesting. Thank you for watching.